Hi, so I'm just going to start by introducing myself. My name is Senna, or that's the name that I tend to go by online with people that I don't know. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately about Wicca and witchcraft and what it means to different people, and I am now on day 138 of my year and a day, and I've been reading a lot of books and watching a lot of YouTube videos. My favorite YouTubers would be Piper and Tiptoe Chick for sure. So if you want some really good information on Wicca and if you're really looking into in depth into it of what it is and what it means to different people. Sorry, that's Knox. She's in the way. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to start my own channel because I wanted people like me out there who are going through this without really any help, just completely doing it by yourself. It's hard to not know anybody who is into this kind of thing. I know I don't know anybody. I recently met a hairdresser, the lady who dyed my hair for me. She's a pagan, and she's probably the first pagan I've ever met face to face. The only people I've ever met are online. So I kind of wanted to start my own YouTube channel documenting my journey and how it's going for me, and just so that other people who are in my position to where there's no one around you, there's not really a community for you to reach out to and to learn from, that you can come here and maybe we can just go through it together, because it definitely is hard. I know for me, I started off with going to the library. I went to the library and I picked up a copy of The Idiot's Guide to Wicca and Witchcraft. I don't know who wrote it. I'm sorry, but it's literally called The Idiot's Guide to Wicca and Witchcraft. And it was actually a very, very good book to start with. I photocopied the shit out of that book, excuse my French, and got a lot of information from that book. A lot of it was, it's pure simple, and it broke down basically what the religion is, what the practice is, and it was great. And that's a good place to start, is really your library. Go to your library. I also found books by Scott Cunningham there, which are very, very recommended. I personally haven't read any yet, but I plan to as soon as I have the time, because I do work and I do have a husband and a stepdaughter that, to get home to. But I started out with nothing. I started with literally nothing. No money to buy all these expensive things. They're talking about that you need chalices, you need an altar, you need an altar cloth, you need a certain kind of candle, you need an athame, you need all this stuff. And I'm like, how am I going to afford this on a one-income family? There's no way. I just thought there's no way. And I'm 138 days into my year and a day, and as you can see, I have my altar, I have my candles. I built my altar myself out of wooden pallets that I got for free at work. I made my altar cloth out of fabric that I got from Walmart. My candle holders for my element candles, also from Walmart. You can really do this. With money is not an issue. I made my wand out of a tree branch that I found outside that had fallen off the tree outside of my window. And I carved it down and sanded it down, and that is my wand. And my athame is actually an old family heirloom type thing that I had in a box somewhere, and I was like, oh, not sharp, but knife type thing I need. Oh, I have something like that. I can use that. You can be really resourceful and use your own things. And I really wanted to put a video out there because most people the videos that I watch say you need this and you need this and you need this and you absolutely have to have this or else you're not a real Wiccan and you're not really practicing Wicca. And I wanted to say that you don't need all that fancy stuff. You really don't. All you need is your spirituality and your belief. And if you really do believe that this is the path for you, like I do, you can become resourceful. My first book of shadows was an old journal I had from years ago. I got as a birthday present. It's just scribbles and a whole bunch of copying notes I wrote down from things. One of the books I had read gave me little steps to do to describe what I felt the god and goddess was, who they are, what they look like to me in my mind's eye, because it's good to picture them, I guess, is what the book was saying. And then now I'm using a journal from Target, just like a plain, you know, journal with pages from Target, because I vowed myself not to do any actual magical practices until after my year and a day is over, because I want to take that year and a day to really truly study the craft and to learn it and to know what I'm getting myself into before I dedicate myself to it. And yeah, when I started my year and a day on October 11th, 2014, I did, you know, make a promise that I was going to spend this next year and a day, this next 366 days, learning as much as I possibly could. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. I'm going to observe. And I kind of wanted to just, I don't know, make this my own thing for people like me who start with nothing and nobody. I come from a family of a lot of mixed religions and a lot of non-religions. There are atheists, tons of atheists within my family. I started out an atheist. A lot of Christians, a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses. There's nobody for me to turn to about this kind of stuff. So I really wanted to make a channel for people that really feel lost, that they've kind of come across this path and they feel like, hey, this maybe might be the thing for me, but where do I go and where do I start? And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be a place for people to start, where you can go and you can go, hey, I can go to Senna's channel and check out this, because I started out from literally nothing and I'm still building my collection of things. And so far it's mostly candles and crystals, incense. I'm just learning what things are and what they mean. I know that I have my black tourmaline pendant necklace that my husband picked out for me at my first ever shop that I went to. What do they call it? They don't call it a pagan shop. They call it a the word escapes me. But a spiritual shop, the first kind of shop I've ever been to. We drove an hour away to get to it because we have nothing like that here. I've been wearing it and I've been sleeping with it and I've been holding it ever since I got it, probably about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And it's one of the things it does is supposed to dispel fear. And these are things I'm learning as I go. And so far it's working because I have extreme anxiety, and that's what brought me back to Wicca in the first place. Wicca is something I looked into in high school and nobody took me seriously, and it was just a phase and yada 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 yada. And then, you know, 10 years later I'm 25 and here I am and I'm finding myself back at Wicca. And that's a sign for me that when I started to have my extreme anxiety attacks and to the point where I was ending up in the ER thinking I was having a heart attack, or constantly ending up in urgent care because something was hurting or something was wrong. I needed to go back to that, and meditation was something I learned from Wicca. I had never experienced meditation until I started dabbling in Wicca in high school, and I learned that meditation was a way to communicate with spirit and with the god and the goddess. So that's what brought me back to Wicca. And from there, I realized that the religion and the spiritual aspect of it itself is something that I am really connect to. 10 years have passed, and I'm still sitting here it just connects with me. Something clicked, and it was just like that. I was like, okay, this is it for me. I've tried for a long time to find something spiritually, and Christianity it doesn't click with me in any way whatsoever. Any of the Christian, Catholicism, Judaism, in any of those, I just don't connect in any way, shape, or form with them. And I've tried, like I said, I was atheist for a long time. I didn't believe in anything. And when I started Wicca, I started out, that was the aspect of it I wasn't sure about, was the religion part. I was like, ooh, magic, like, oh, it's so cool. And that's another reason why I pledged not to do any magic until after my year and a day, because I wanted to be sure that I was not getting into this just for that. And after it's been 138 days, I can guarantee you that I'm not getting into it just for that. That I'm definitely feeling the spiritual side of this. I sit at my altar. I try to sit at my altar every night, and I feel a connection with spirit, with the God and the goddess, or the all, or whatever you want to call it yourself. Me personally, it's the goddess most of the time. And I do find myself in prayer and meditation at work, at home. It's been a journey, a big journey, and I'm excited to start this channel and have people come with my journey with me, because I really am still learning. I'm still very basic, bottom level here, working my way up. I may have some things. I may have an altar and my Book of Shadows already, but it's more of a diary than a Book of Shadows right now. There's nothing. It's just me trying different things and me learning from my mistakes, and I don't know. I ramble. I'm sorry. That's going to be an issue. If that's an issue for you, you should just stop here, because I ramble. My videos will be long. I apologize ahead of time. I go off topic often, but like I said, I just want to start this for people like me who have nobody to turn to. There's no one there, and you just need to know, when you're starting out, they say you need all this stuff, and you're just like, okay, I don't have any of these things. I want to make videos on all that kind of thing, but what you could use instead, or what you can do instead, and my next video, this is my first video. This is just basic introduction of who I am, get a feel of me, what I'm like, if this is going to be interesting to you or not, whatever, that's up to you. But my next video will be what Wicca is to me, what it means to me spiritually wise, religion wise, what I believe, and yeah. So basically that's it. A lot of rambling. So yeah, again, I am Senna, and this is my magical world of amateur Wiccanism, is what I'm going to call it for now. Amateur Wiccanism, because it's Wicca for amateurs, us people that are just kind of going by trial and error. Let's just try this out, and then it's not going to work. Okay, we're going to go back. We'll try something different. But like I said, if you're looking for full tutorials right now, I will not have that kind of stuff up. I do recommend the pages Piper, that's Pypreh, I believe, and Tiptoe Chick are the best out there, personally, to me, ever. Go to them. They're definitely down to earth. Tiptoe Chick knows a lot about herbs and all that kind of stuff. Piper's a lot more personal with her things, which is why I like her. I kind of connect with her more. I watch her videos every day. Hi, Piper. I love you. But yeah, if you're looking for actual tutorials, go there. But if you're willing to start from the bottom with me here, then this is it. This is the beginning of it. So thank you for sitting through my 15-minute long freaking video. Holy crap, I ramble. I'm sorry. And yeah, I will see you at my next video. And like I said, it will be about what Wicca is to me, what it means to me. So I hope to see you soon. I hope you stick around because this is kind of my first try of anything like this. I know my lighting sucks. I will improve as time goes on, I promise. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.